Rabindranath Tagore, besides being a poet, social activist, environmentalist, novelist, and music composer, was a playwright. He started his career by composing operatic plays whose music and libretto were both created by him. Later, he tried his hand in Shakespearean poetic plays in Bengali, but soon found a new dramatic expression which was a unique adaptation of indigenous dramatic forms with modern sensibilities. Like his music, his plays ushered in the much celebrated modernity onto the Indian stage. He constantly experimented with forms and ideas. His prose plays often utilizes songs for heightened speech, as those are highly philosophical and often political at the same time. Tagore was not only a playwright, but also a producer, a director, and a fine actor too. Amongst his more significant plays are Raja, the King of the Dark Chamber, Arup Ratan, Formless Duo, Daghor, The Post Office, Halguni, The Cycle of Spring, Rakta Korobi, Red Oleander, Tasher Desh, The Kingdom of Cards. Besides these important prose plays, he also created unique dance dramas in the final years of his life. The world celebrated the 150th birth anniversary of Rabindranath Tagore in 2011-12. The year was also the centenary of Tagore's magnum opus, Raja. Raja is considered to be one of the most important of Tagore's plays. Tagore had translated the play into English as The King of the Dark Chamber, and it was put up on stage in England and Ireland and other places in Europe. To celebrate this event as one of the earliest English-language theatres by an Indian, a production of Raja in English was planned. This was poised to be the greatest single theatrical event on Tagore in India. The production was a multimedia one involving video and live stage action. We were fortunate to have the British poet and translator William Radice as a part of this project. He had already recorded his recitation of Tagore's English poems in the Gitanjali CD, The Dust and the Sunlight. This Indo-British stage production in Kolkata featured William Radice as the king and many well-known and senior Indian actors in other roles. Never before a Tagore play was produced with Indian and British actors in India. This production is particularly designed for the Anglophone mainstream theatre audience of the world. This is the first English-language production of a classic Tagore play in recent years that will establish Tagore as a master playwright beyond the boundaries of Bengal.
Rabindranath Tagore completed writing Raja in November 1910. It was duly published in January 1911, and it was first performed in the March of the same year. Now, Tagore, who was also the author and director of the play, managed to do a double role, that of Raja and Thakurda. Now, how did he manage to do that? Well, he could, because Raja, or the king, never makes a personal appearance on the stage. Only his voice is heard. Interestingly, Raja is one of the earliest political plays where citizens deliberate on the nature of ideal governance. As early as 1910, Tagore managed to insert the concept of democracy in this play. The first decade of the 20th century was also a time when Tagore was actively and directly involved in social and political activism. His future political ideology was being shaped through hands-on experience in public life. Gora, which is a novel of the same time, and the play Raja bear and reflect his political convictions. Apart from the political content, Raja is also remarkable for its deep philosophical theme. It attempts to grapple with life and to confront the extremes of both happiness and suffering. In the first decade of the 20th century, Tagore had a series of personal bereavements. His wife, his daughter, his youngest son, as well as his father, died in quick succession. So did a few of his closest associates. So this was a time when he was trying to come to terms with the nature of sorrow, separation, and mortality. All this made him look inwards. Tagore discovered his personal God, a concept that does not conform to any particular religion. His God is unsurpassed in ruthlessness and kindness. The poems of Gitanjali, Gitali, and Gitimallo all reflect this personal concept of God. He's the terrible, the ruthless, the unmoving, the friend and the lover, all in one. In Raja, the main characters, Queen Sudarshana, Shurangama, Thakurda, and Vikram, all try and discover this God through a series of sufferings. While Shurangama and Thakurda have already suffered and known the Raja, Queen Sudarshana and Vikram are yet to do that. The play is all about the transformation and the final realization of these two characters. Tagore had written an English version of the play and called it The King of the Dark Chamber, which was published in the year 1914. He also wrote a more abridged version called Orup Ratun. Today's production is based on all the three texts and has been translated afresh. This is the first multimedia production of Raja involving both video and live action.
This I find very fascinating because Tagore is talking about democracy when we were having the British rule. Nobody in the world was probably thinking of democracy at that moment.
I think they will not only take away the concept of God, it is a play which has a lot of romance. It is a play with a lot of action. It is a play which is talking about a lot of internal turmoil. There is action, there is fire, there is... So I think the commercial value of it is also very much there. It is an attractive play.
This play was written way back in 1910, where Tagore was speaking about democracy, ideal governance, etc., etc. And I think democracy and ideal governance is a point that we are still pondering on.
Look at him.
Because the king is not seen any one place. The entire kingdom is fully packed with
Now
kings.
that you're so restless to look at him, your entire mind and heart is completely preoccupied with that single desire
I'm extremely pleased by your devotion.
This is
He is not your king. I know that fellow.
Who is he?
He is Suvarna. He's a gambler.
How dare you curse me? Go away from here and never show your face to me again. He's not my king. Oh God of fire, incinerate me. I surrender myself to you.
Why are you going that way? Your palace is surrounded by fire on all sides. Do not enter inside it.
Gradually, the currents get mightier. And now this anchor is broken. I might drown, but return I shall not.
আমার কঠিন হৃদয়টারে ফেলে দিলেন পথের ধারে। আমার কঠিন হৃদয়টারে ফেলে দিলেন পথের ধারে। তোমার চরণ দেবে তারে মধুর পরশ পাষাণ গালা। আমার অভিমানের বদলে আজ নেব তোমার মালা।
This is not the king. This is an impostor. The invisible king, who is only heard by his people, is an allegory for democracy, a concept that was just that when the play was written in 1910. Many read Tagore's political thoughts in the play. Others also see spirituality. The play is now over 100 years old, but the artists are convinced it is relevant even today. Tagore expert William Radici will recite the king's lines. Tagore himself had done so 100 years ago and thought the play important enough to personally translate into English in 1914. The performance is fitting tribute to the Nobel laureate who was much more than just a poet. In Kolkata, Onideepa Banerjee, NDTV.